Welcome to the Real Film Nerds
Harvest Horror Fest.
Hello, everybody. Are you ready to smile? All right. This is episode number 396 of the Real Film Nerds podcast, and I am Mike Talent. With me is Matt the Mostest.
Close. Yeah, definitely not the mostest in life. The lastest in life, but leastest. There we go. But Mike, it's you missed out. You know, you only get to do this once a year, and you didn't even say it's our 7th annual Harvest Horror Fest, episode number 3 on that.
Oh, I didn't get there yet.
Oh, okay. All right. I guess I was smiling too much.
That's right. You were. All right, so obviously we're very smiley today because we just watched Smile 2 and we caught something.
Not a smile. I caught it. I caught the vid.
You got the vid.
No.
Well, I mean, it seems to be going around again, I guess, because it's kind of like the flu. I don't know.
Yeah, it's vid season instead of flu season.
Is it fluvid?
Fluvid. Nice. I like it. That'll work.
All right. Well, hopefully nobody has fluvid, and we're able to go catch Smile 2, and I think a bunch of people did. It was number 1 at the box office. And Matt, what are your first impressions of this before we do the rundown?
Oh, I don't even get to do the rundown yet? Smile 2. I think it was better than the first one.
Okay.
And I had to watch the first one this week, so I know it's fresh in my memory because I never watched the first one in the theaters, and I'm sure you saw it like 10 times.
No, I only saw it once, and I didn't see it in the theaters because I think we were busy or something. I think we were doing Harvest Horror Fest, and we had other things going on, so I didn't get to watch it.
Are you sure it came out in October in 2019?
I think so.
Or was it because it was the pandemic, maybe?
No, I think... No, it wasn't 2019. It was like last year.
No, it was like 2 years ago? 3 years ago? Oh, I'm looking it up now, damn it. Oh, no,
okay.
I'm getting there. No, I'm on it.
You get there, dude. You get there.
I'm on it. Oh, I'm scrolling too fast. Did you know? User reviews, details. September 30th, 2022. So 2 years ago.
Yeah, two years ago. I was still doing a Harvest Horror Fest.
Well, yeah, of course. Well, yeah, I mean, but we wouldn't have been doing it in September.
We were preparing for it, Matt.
You were preparing for it. I was gouging my eyes and ears out.
Oh, okay. Just because you love watching these movies that give you nightmares. Although, dude, you don't sleep, so you can't have nightmares. So that's
right.
fine.
I don't have nightmares at all because I don't dream.
Right.
And I've had that discussion before. If you don't have a soul, does that mean you don't dream?
I think that's too deep of a question for today, Matt. I think we'll just have to think on that, and I'll ask the AI what it thinks, because it's taking over the world.
All right, man. I'll save it for my therapist.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
But no, it's a horror movie. Way too many jump scares. I only got caught by one of them. But that was the problem I had with the first one, too. Way too many jump scares. I don't like the jump scares. I think they're cop-outs. But one of them got me really, really good in this movie. And it's the only one that got me. And the first one, which I watched this past week as well, I literally watched it on Wednesday, and then I watched the second one on Thursday. It had a shit ton of jump scares in it, too. But none of those got me at all. But only one in Smile 2 got me, and it was fucking great. I did not like it because, again, I think jump scares are just cop-outs, but I did not see this one coming at all. All the other ones, whatever. But that one, and we'll talk about it in the spoiler section, it really got me pretty good. I was like, what the fuck? So anyways, I thought the acting was good. Naomi Scott, man, she has fallen hard. I don't know if you recognize her, Mike, but she was in a film that I think we reviewed. Maybe we didn't. The live action Aladdin.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
She was the lead actress in that. And whew, she's still got her looks, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe she wanted to do something different, dude. This was cool.
And then I feel that Ray Nicholson, the son of Jack Nicholson, was underused.
Yeah. But boy, does he look like him.
Yeah, it's freaky how, especially when he smiles, he looks a lot like the Joker in the original Batman.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So, Matt, it sounds like you kind of like this one. It wasn't terrible as far as your scale of horror movies go. So, Matt, I guess with that, let's get into it. Why don't you give us the rundown?
Yeah, you're not going to give your first impressions?
So I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. I'm a little disappointed that the trailer gave away quite a bit.
Okay. So you're so much more concise than I am, but...
Well, I'll talk about more later.
All right. Okay. You just didn't know where to go, and you were like, "Hey, we're just going to start off with like this." And then don't forget, Mike, we have another incredible giveaway.
Right.
So we got to get to that, too.
Yeah, but we're going to do the rundown first, Matt.
Sir, yes, sir. Right away, sir. I have to let him boss me around. He gets it for 1 month. 1 month out of the year, Mike is in charge, and it's overwhelming. So, anyways, Smile 2 was written and directed by Parker Finn. It stars Naomi Scott, Rosemarie DeWitt, Lucas Gage, Miles Gutierrez Riley, Peter Jacobson, and Ray Nicholson, among several others. Smile 2 is about to embark on a world tour. Global pop sensation Sky Riley begins experiencing increasingly terrifying and inexplicable events. Overwhelmed by the escalating horrors and the pressure of fame, Sky is forced to face her past.
Nice, dude. Nice.
So, anyways, there you go. There's a rundown, Mike. Done.
All right, Matt. Normally I would ask you, what are you drinking and stuff, but let's get this giveaway out of the way.
Dude, you already want to do what you're drinking already? Holy hell. Man, you really want to go to bed. He is exhausted. Poor bastard. Anyways, okay, here we go. The giveaway this week, Mike, you need to think of something cool and something twistery for our listeners to write in or call in or email in or text in or tweet or Snapdick or whatever this week we are giving away copies of Twisters, the sequel to Twister, and we did review this film this year. I just don't remember what episode, and it wasn't that long ago. It was what, September? August?
No,
it was a summer movie. It was
in
August.
The summer, like July, dude. I think.
Was it July? I don't know. I should have looked up which podcast it was, but I didn't, so I immediately fail.
Yep.
But I think Mike and I both enjoyed this movie. So
we did.
This is a pretty awesome giveaway in my opinion. And so why not enter it? And if you can't enter it and you don't win, why not go buy a copy? That's even better. I believe it's available on all the services, Fandango and all those things.
Yeah, and Fandango took over Vudu, right?
Vudu, yeah. And isn't Fandango owned by Amazon, I think?
That might be right. I'm not sure. Somebody
Amazon
bought them.
Yeah,
I don't
Amazon
know who.
owns like freaking everything. So,
Yeah.
anyways, Mike, so we all know what Twisters is. I thought it was great. I thought it was a lot of fun. You thought it was great. You thought it was a lot of fun. So what do our listeners need to do to be entered into our drawing to get a copy of this incredible film?
All right. It's a simple true false for Twisters. What, oh, I don't know. Well, I can't do that, can I?
A true or
Dang
false? No, probably not. I don't know. It
No.
depends. I don't know what you're thinking, Mike.
I'm thinking about cows. I can't do it. Can't do it because you have to see it.
Well, now I'm thinking about a ribeye.
Oh, okay.
There you go. What's your favorite cut of steak?
All right. In completely not well, maybe related to Oklahoma. What's your favorite cut of steak?
And I think those are Omaha steaks, right?
Well, Omaha is the delivery service, but the movies take place in Oklahoma.
I'm sure they do a lot of ranching there too, don't they?
Yeah. Matt, it was episode 383 Twisters, and it was July 24th.
Oh, okay. I thought it was August. My bad. Well, all right. Well, Mike, let me do the business so we can keep our incredible sponsors happy. So here we go. Own or rent Twisters on digital now, or look for the 4K Ultra HD and Blu-ray on October 22nd. The blockbuster disaster epic starring Daisy Edgar Jones, Glenn Powell, and Anthony Ramos is packed with a whirlwind of heart-stopping action and exhilarating thrills. We Live Entertainment calls Twisters the perfect blockbuster. Watch at home now with over 1 hour of exclusive bonus content.
Great job, Matt. I do think this is, I don't know if it's the perfect blockbuster, but I will say it was an awesome popcorn movie, and I had a lot of fun watching it. So maybe that's the best blockbuster.
It says the perfect blockbuster.
All right.
I mean, Mike, it says it in our copy.
Oh, yeah, yes, I got it. I got it.
Well, anyways, I like Twisters. I thought it was a lot of fun. I like the take on the YouTuber. That's like one of my favorite scenes of the whole thing is the YouTuber just being a nut job and how he tried to have like a real career as a weatherman and a weather person. And then he's like, I make more money on YouTube being a crazy asshole, basically. Like, nice. Yeah. Awesome. I like that. So anyways.
No, I thought they nailed the YouTuber like stuff. Like it was great. Like,
oh yeah,
they nailed.
Yeah, Glenn Powell's a YouTuber too. Just interesting, very interesting. I liked it. That was a good choice. But okay, back on to our show, talking about Smile 2. Mike, ready, set, go. You're
okay.
on,
Matt. So Smile 2. You know, I like to always talk about the 3 Bs. So blood, breasts, and beast. We have blood and we have beast, and no breasts.
There's no boobies.
I think the modern horror movies just aren't really going to have that. I don't know. This movie is very psychological, very mind twisty. So I don't know. It just didn't have that.
Well, and the worst part about the whole thing of not having any boobies is, for me, that's a full reel, at least. So you know the highest score it can go is a 4, because I got to have those boobies.
That is true, Matt. That is true.
That was a big yawn from Mike, by the way.
Yeah. I am a little bit tired. Yeah. So I had a good time like watching this movie. I think my frustration was a lot of the good scenes from the movie are in the trailer. And I kind of talked about that a little bit earlier. They're not all the way in the trailer, but a decent clip of them is. So you kind of know that stuff's going to be in there. And I felt like it would have been better if this one particular scene wasn't in there. But I'll wait until spoilers just to talk about it a little bit more. But the singing stuff I thought was okay, or well, I mean, the kind of surrounding environment of the singer, like, you know, the pressure from the mom and the comeback and all that stuff. So I thought all that stuff seemed pretty realistic. Like I don't know, the trials and tribulations of doing performing. I thought that was all pretty realistic.
So, Mike, why is it that we have 2 horror movies that have to do with ultra super pop stars in the same year within a couple months of each other?
Yeah, dude, I'm not sure. I don't know.
Which one was better? This one or Trap?
Well, I guess it depends on what you're going for. Trap kind of gets you rooting for the bad guy. And this one gets you like trying to figure out what is going on, like kind of delving into madness. So I don't know, Matt. I guess it depends on, do you want the bad guy to win, or do you want to go crazy?
I say just watch them both and figure it out for yourself.
All right, Matt. Way to pass the buck.
Well, Trap is coming out on HBO Max, I think, this week.
Wow.
So
Man.
go watch that. And I mean, that's an M. Night Shyamalan and Ding Dong, which is interesting because you would think Smile 2 would be more like an M. Night Shyamalan and Ding Dong film because it's a psychological thriller as well. But I'll be honest, if I had to pick one, I'd probably pick Smile 2 over Trap.
Okay.
I'll have to look it up on my Letterboxd app to see what I rated Trap, which I'll have to do that during the quick commercial break here as Mike brings us What Are You Drinking?
That's right. Matt, so since I'm the host, I am drinking another pumpkin beer. And this time I have some Good Gourd from Cigar City. Some fantastic beer.
Dude, I like that. You just rolled right into me saying, what are you drinking? Great. Now I have to edit that. Son of a bitch. Well, Mike, I am just drinking nothing fancy. My dear friend here in Prescott, which reminds me, I talked about you on the radio a little bit today, Mike. Sorry.
Oh no. What did you say?
Well, it was not to do with Chris, but my good friend Chris here, whenever we go out, I always like to get an Oktoberfest when they're in season. And he thinks it's funny to always ask if they have a pumpkin beer wherever we go. And I'm like, Chris, an Oktoberfest is not a pumpkin. It's not even close to a pumpkin. But he thinks it's hilarious because how much it pisses me off. And every single time I have to correct him. But no,
Awesome.
no, today on the radio, Santos was in hosting the radio program because, you know, Lisa is on vacation again. I mean, imagine that. She's on another European vacation that costs thousands and thousands of dollars, I'm sure. But anyways, he was asking something and I don't remember. And I said, oh yeah, my best friend that lives in the East Coast. And he brought it up later on the radio talking about, oh, well, I thought your best friend lived in Chino Valley and was like throwing me under the bus, like on the radio. It was hilarious.
Nice.
It was funny.
Nice.
He nailed it. So anyways, all right, Mike. Well, since I'm all thrown off because you did, what are you drinking? I don't have a dad joke, so I'm going to ask you, Mike, what is this week's just amazing pop star based dad joke?
I got dad jokes. I don't think they understand though. Gotta think I'm funny. Other people never laugh though. Dad jokes.
No. It's more on topic with the beers. What did the pumpkin say when it was surprised?
Oh gosh. I want to go with something like squash.
Oh my gourdness.
Oh my goodness. All right. That's good. That's good.
All right, dude.
That's
you
all
liked
right.
it.
I didn't say I liked it, but it's okay. It's all right.
I heard like.
All right. I liked it. I'll go with I'll like it. But okay. So I know you're exhausted. You're trying to go to bed. We really started late compared to what we normally do. So I'll just get on with it. Mike, what is the wrong way to say not what? But it's Mike, how does Smile 2? Man, I am just thrown off so bad by you hosting and all this other shit. It's just ridiculous. But anyways, Mike, how does Smile 2 relate to the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Well, Matt, thanks for asking. So this one was a little bit harder to find a MCU tie-in than I thought it would be, since it's a very, modern movie with recent stars. But I couldn't find any of the stars in this movie haven't been in any MCU movies yet. So I had to dive deep into the cast, and in the makeup department, Sasha Grossman, who worked on makeup on this, also worked on Ant-Man and Wasp: Quantumania.
Well, all right, Mike, that works. I was thinking that maybe Naomi Scott had something, but probably not.
No. So anyway, all right, Matt, now we're in the spoiler section. So I want to hear about your jump scare, but before I ask you about your jump scare, I want to talk about the scene, and maybe it's the same scene.
Oh shit! Did you take notes? Mike keeps looking down. You took notes, didn't you?
No, I didn't take notes.
Oh, I was going to say, am
I?
I going to have to start bringing a pad of pen and paper? My mom does that now. She like literally brings in a pen and a pad of paper. Fuck, man, I cannot talk today. She brings in a pad of paper and a pen and takes notes while she's watching movies now.
Oh, wow.
I blame it on the Alzheimer's.
Okay. All right. No, I didn't take notes or anything, but the scene where she's in her apartment, I think her apartment, whatever. I think it's her house. She's at her house, which I guess it's an apartment, right? They didn't really.
No, yeah, she's in an apartment downtown.
Right? Yeah. All right, so she's in an apartment, and I mean, she's kind of in there a lot, but it's the scene where there's like all these people, like in her house. I guess kind of like a flash mob.
So That's really easy to point out. They're more than just people. Those are all the backup dancers.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. All the backup dancers. In that scene, I really liked how they did it. It was super creepy, but I was disappointed that like some of that scene is in the trailer.
Okay, so that really wasn't a jump scare for me, Mike. But
okay, good. I don't know if it was a jump scare, but I don't know. I thought that was just like a really
that was a creepy as shit scene. Yeah, yeah, it was great.
It was disturbing. Like it was like, oh my gosh, like.
Well, and the one that was more disturbing than that is the fucking stalker that's in there, and she's walking down the hallway and sees his shoes and then his pants and his shirt and then his underwear, and it's stained with shit.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty fucking creepy to me. That was very psychological there. The stalker's broken into her house and he's now nude getting ready to rape her. Like, yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah. No, that one was bad, but like, didn't he just like disappear?
Well, yeah, it was all in her head.
That was all this. Yeah.
And she was sitting there fighting with the beast or creature or whatever you want to say that is inhabiting her, and she's still strong enough to oppose it at that point. I think that was the purpose of showing him disappearing and all the clothes disappearing and all that, because she could still push him away and still be in the real world.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I know. Maybe I thought about it too much, but
yeah. All right.
But yeah, that scene is fucking super crazy. Okay, so you want to know the jump scare. I don't remember exactly where it happened in the film, but there's a scene where she's like looking at her phone and she looks up and there's a jump scare, just fucking bam, like out of nowhere. And that just caught me really fucking hard off guard.
Oh, okay. I think that's
you know what time I'm talking about? I think she was at the concert or whatever.
I think she was getting ready for a concert, and she was looking in the mirror, and she's looking down at her phone, and then she looks back up. Was that the mirror one?
No, it wasn't a mirror one. No, it wasn't a mirror one. It was another time where she's like looking at her phone. And I don't know if it was in the apartment with the dude that, killed himself with the weight or not. It must have been long after that, because she was just not doing anything. She was just literally like checking her phone. And then I remember the phone turned like black, the screen turned black. And then there was a big, massive jump scare.
Okay.
And it just really fucking caught me off guard. That's the only one that got me.
All right.
You don't remember that?
I'm trying to think. So right now, the only one that's real distinctive to me was the mirror one, but I guess I didn't jump at it, man.
Well, fuck, dude. And I basically wet myself.
Wow. All right.
It just caught me really off guard. I didn't expect it at all. And that's the intention of jump scares. So.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't remember it being the mirror one, because the mirror one I anticipated. I figured that was going to happen.
Oh,
yeah, the mirror one where he's behind her, right? And you just see her,
yeah,
and not his head. No, yeah, that didn't scare me at all.
All right.
No, this
Okay.
this was completely different than that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm trying to think of.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. It'll come to you when we're done recording.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. The other thing, like, there was several things in the trailer that, like the fan that's like creepy, and I don't know. There's a lot of things that are shown in the trailer that I feel like it would have been great if some of that stuff was held back.
Well, I think the biggest spoiler in the whole thing was held back pretty good. I agree that they did probably put too much in the trailer, but that's typical nowadays. And this is a massive, massive spoiler. But I'll just do the spoiler in a question for you, Mike. And my nephew asked me this. My nephew Michael asked me this because he went and saw it the day after I saw it. And he said, at what point do you think the creature, spirit, demon, whatever you want to call it, takes her over completely?
At what point?
Yes, in the film. Do you think the creature takes her over completely?
Yeah. But I'm not exactly sure when, because it's a little confusing on when her reality stopped being reality and when she was like locked in her head.
Right. And
then
that was my nephew's question.
I don't
And
know.
he had a theory,
Okay.
but I
What's
don't
his
know if
theory?
it's true. His theory is when she's in the apartment and the whole dance crew.
Oh, okay.
My theory
right.
is even farther forward than that.
When do you think it happened?
So if you pay attention, Mike, you know the nurse that is trying to help her?
Yeah.
He didn't exist at all.
Oh.
If you think about
Okay.
it, he didn't exist at all. So
So
I
he's a
think
false.
the nurse
Like-
started dabbling around, and I think the creature fully took over after the bar. So she goes and meets the dude in a bar, but no one
Yeah.
acknowledges that the dude is at the bar. It's just her, and they just talk about her, and then they
Yeah.
they take off. I think it was after the bar is when he fully takes over. Because again, massive spoilers, but when she kills her mom, didn't really happen.
Right.
All that shit didn't really happen. And him taking over, or the creature taking over, I think happened after the bar at some point.
Okay.
I think it was before the part with all the dancers swarming and grabbing her, but it might have been then too. I don't know.
All right, dude. Hard to know. Hard to know, but totally possible. Like, I was almost thinking it's like, now, I guess along those lines. So the creature, does its thing, and it's like everybody who sees it, or the last people that see it, or see people who kill themselves, end up like catching it. Does that mean like everyone at the concert?
That's exactly what I thought. Yeah, because it's not so much catching it, the spirit or creature or demon or whatever you want to call it inhabits whoever witnesses the suicide that the person does in front of that other person. But they've never shown in the 1 or 2 what happens if more than one person witnesses it. And this is thousands of people. So
Yeah,
is this going to mean the whole planet's going to get taken over by this creature?
I don't know, but the other thing that's a little bit the very beginning when the our main character is
Naomi Scott.
not Naomi Scott. The character
Joel from the last film.
Yeah, Joel from the last
Okay.
film. Yeah.
That's one
So
thing I
when
do
he-
want to applaud, not to interrupt, but I want to applaud them on this film for starting it off with a bang and ending. I mean, this takes off right after the first film, which I thought was good. And it's not a slow buildup. It peaks and hits you right off the start, and then it drops down and builds you back up. I thought that was great.
Yeah, so with him, the guy who ends up catching it is the like guy who's purchasing like drugs from the dealers or whatever.
Right.
But did he really witness it? Because the one dude like went out and he's like trying to run away from the crime family, and then he gets just absolutely just destroyed by a car.
That doesn't matter because he witnessed him killing the two guys. Which, if you remember in the first one, granted, I know you haven't seen the first one a little bit. In the first one, the one guy that got away and survived, the reason why he did is because he murdered people in front of someone else to pass the creature onto that someone else. And so the dude Joel, the guy from the first film, was free of the creature. And that's why he was saying it wasn't meant for you. You're an innocent. You don't deserve this. And then he just dies by not even suicide, by freak accident because he's not paying attention running out of the street.
Right.
So he would have lived without having the creature. That kid who watched him murder those guys in a horrific manner is the one that got the creature and passed it on.
Ah, okay.
Now, the question I have is if there were 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 10,000 other people, would they all get it too? And that's what Smile 3 will be, is if all those people got it.
Well, that'll be a little bit harder to show. But anyway.
It's going to be fucking chaos is what it's going to be.
Now, Matt, I don't know if you saw this movie. So this movie kind of reminds me of, Smile 1 too. Or Smile 1 as well. This movie called It Follows.
It Follows. I think I watched that on... I think I might even have that. If I did, it's been a while. It's been a long while.
Anyway, it's along the same lines as this movie. There's kind of a spirit ghost type thing, and it transfers to people, and I don't know. In this movie, there's like all the people that are smiley, and it's like driving you nuts, and like that kind of lets you know that something's off. In the movie It Follows, it's different people, like just kind of chasing you, like constantly. It's real weird. It's like people, like it's like inhabits different people's like likenesses, and then they just kind of like start following you. And it's creepy.
No, I don't think I've seen that then.
Into like houses and through car. Like it's real weird. Anyway.
Yeah, that's not ringing a bell really.
All right. Well, you should check that one out. Anyway.
Maybe next year for the 8th annual Harvest Horror Fest.
Maybe. I felt like this movie in the last Smile kind of reminded me of that movie. And that's fine. It's just, I was like, huh. But I like this. This was well done. This is a well done movie. It didn't cost that much to produce, and they made a bunch of money, so they're happy.
No, I thought this was a pretty good movie. I liked it better than the original. And you know me, Mike, I'm always a big fan of not so much horror movies, but I really like psychological movies, like movies that make you think and question and develop your own ideas. And this one does that quite a bit. I mean, we were having a pretty good conversation on if all those other people are infected too with the spirit and all that other stuff. And at what point, did the spirit take over? All that stuff. That I like that kind of stuff a lot. And this movie does that very well, a heck of a lot better than the first one. So yeah, out of the two, I mean, you have to see the original one to understand the second one. But if you're only watching one, Smile 2 is better than the original, which is rare. Usually sequels are not better than the original.
That is true, man. Yeah, that is true. So, okay, man, I guess with that, why don't you give me your rating?
Mike, like I said, this film loses an entire reel because Naomi Scott does not show us her fun bags. So I am a little disappointed at that. Other than that, Mike, I give it a 4 out of 5 reels. So the highest score possible without fun bags.
Wow, dude, that's really high praise from Matt, who does not like horror movies. So I guess I picked a good one, everybody.
Dude, the psychological thriller, man. I mean, I like that stuff, and I'm not a huge fan of blood, guts, and gore, and I really don't care for jump scares. I think they're a cop out. But this is a really smart, interesting, theoretical film when you look at it and think when this happened or what happened or this or that it's a what I affectionately call a mindfuck film, and so I like that.
Yeah, it was a mindfuck film. Yeah, so I give this one 4 reels as well. One thing I forgot to mention, Matt, was the chugging of the water. Dude, that was like
weird.
Crazy. It was crazy, huh?
Yeah, it was
just
very, very weird. And she kept like grabbing the bottle, and she was not drinking it like a normal person. She was shoving like the whole mouth of the bottle in her mouth and then like chugging it down. I bet you she had to pee a lot.
Dude, that was really like interesting, and it was kind of like a commercial for Voss or whatever. But anyway, like that water.
Yeah, I can't afford that shit. It's fancy people water.
But yeah, wow. Like that was an interesting dynamic in the movie too. Like, because she's trying to recover from all this crazy stuff that happened, and then you kind of get a flashback of what happened.
Yeah, all her drug
man,
addictions
dude.
and stuff. Yeah, that was one of the things. And she even talks about it is like anytime she feels like, taking a drink or doing some blow or whatever to drink some water. Yeah, she was drinking a lot of fucking water.
Yeah, lots of water. Yeah. Wow. Oh, Matt, I wonder if, when her friend replies to her text and it's like, hey, how are you or whatever, maybe that's where she was taken over because her friend never even talked to her.
See, you're still thinking about it. But yeah, her friend never talked to her. No, but she was talking to her friend pretty early on. So I don't think it had taken over at that point.
Okay.
Not completely, at least. It was just starting. Kind of like the stalker in the hallway.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
With the shit-stained
All right.
drawers. Which, I feel your pain, brother. Sometimes you just don't make it. I mean, enchiladas, right?
That's true, man.
That's a callback
true.
to last podcast.
All right.
So, Mike,
well,
what's on tap for us to review next week?
Matt, I think we're gonna do Long Legs next week. So it's got Nick Cage, and I'm not sure who else.
Oh, Jesus, Mike. You didn't do your show prep, Mike. It's Nicolas Cage, Alicia Witt, Blair Underwood, Maika Monroe, Michelle Coy Lee, and Dakota Dolby. All people I have never heard of other than Nicolas Cage and Blair Underwood.
Well, I guess we're gonna go check it out anyway. It's supposed to be really good, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and this is a film that came out this year as well. I heard that it was very good. It came out in July, right around the same time as Trapped, July 12th. And I heard it was very good from my dude at Harkins. That's one of the managers there that watches the movie, and we talk every now and then when I'm there. He said it was fantastic. He really, really liked it. And he is like you, Mike. He's your typical movie critic. They love horror movies, so we'll see how it goes.
All right, Matt. Well, you sound so excited to see it, but we'll be watching that one, and I'm looking forward to it. Can Nick Cage deliver us another epic horror movie?
I don't
Only
know.
Time will tell.
Dude, it says it's a psychological horror, psychological thriller. So if it's like the other psychological horror and thrillers we've had, I'm open. I'll keep an open mind, Mike. I'll keep an open mind. And I'm a big fan of Nick Cage. So.
All right, dude.
All right, Mike. So are you done? You want me to do my thingy?
Yes. Do your thingy.
Are you sure? Or
Yeah,
shall I
yes.
do your thingy?
So Matt overall recommends this, and I do too. So if you want to see a nice psychological thriller in the theaters, go see this one. The theaters are kind of slow right now, so they would love to see you.
It's a good time to go to the theaters. Go check out Smile 2 in person with your friends. I don't know. Give Terrifier 3 a run for its money. Although Terrifier 3 fell all the way down to number 3. And number 2 is The Wild Robot. And then Smile 2 took over the number 1 spot. So anyways, yeah. All right, so I'm going to end this because Mike is yawning again, and I don't want him to speak again, even though we probably caught that yawn on the microphone. So thank you, everyone, for listening to another riveting episode of the Real Film Nerds Presents Harvest Horror Fest 7th Annual. Our review of Smile 2. Don't forget to check us out on the Twitters, Facebook, Instagrams. Don't forget to enter our giveaway for a copy of Twisters. Why not? We're giving it away. Just email Mike at realfilmnerds.com. And tell him your favorite cut of steak. Again, I'm going with ribeye. But again, let's just be honest. If it's a steak, I'm going to eat whatever it is. So thanks again, everyone. And we will chat with you next week.
Thank you for listening to The Real Film Nerds. Now don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Real Film Nerds. Now go out and catch a movie.
Greetings, everyone. This is Ma Henshaw Loses Her Cookies, episode 86. The movie is Smile 2. Hello, Matt. Good evening, and I will say it is the evening, okay?
Well, you sound very excited to be talking about Smile 2. I thought you loved horror movies. I would think you would have a little bit more excitement.
Gee, I thought I was exciting.
You sound like someone strangled your puppy.
Oh, no. Oh, no, don't do that. Don't strangle both my puppies. Anyway, no. Oh, yeah, I'm very excited because I really went to Smile 2 expecting a totally different movie than what this movie turned out to be. And
how did you expect a different movie? You saw the first one before you went to the second one. It was just more of the same.
Not really. I thought it would be connected with someone in the first movie. And I thought it would just take a whole different direction than this one did. But this one was really cool. And I'm glad they did what they did because I liked it a whole lot. I thought it was really, really good and really, really scary. And if you want really, really creepy and scary, this one is it. I would go. I thought, oh, well, it's going to be like the first. No, it was not like the first one. Anyway, and you start watching it and you think, oh, this is cool, and Naomi is beautiful, and oh wow, and then boy, I don't want to give away stuff, but it was crazy scary, and I usually don't have a lot of jump scares when I watch scary movies very much, because I've seen a lot of them and they don't really give me the willies. This one did. I counted at least 5, maybe 6 really good jump scares. Maybe more. Maybe I lost fingers. I don't know. Anyway, I thought it was good. And
did you pee yourself?
No, I don't do that.
Well, then it wasn't that scary.
That's only if you laugh that you pee yourself, not when you're scared. I just jump. And I jump.
Are you sure?
Yeah, jump. I jump. Yips. Yep, I did. A lot. And that's the kind of scary movie I really like. I mean, when I can't figure out what's happening the next minute or what's going to happen, or a lot of the movies, you really know what's going to happen before it happens. Not this one. This is really a bunch of surprises, and it kind of sucks you in, and you think, oh, this is so nice. And then nice, and you find out, holy crap. I thought it was good. Oh, yeah. And then...
Okay, so it was good, and it sucks you in, and what else?
Well, it was... I thought the cinematography was good, but, not earth-shaking, but it was good. It was fine. And it's really, I got confused. Well, it confuses you, truthfully. You think it's one thing, and then it's another thing. And,
You're
And
really trying just to dance around it, and you're not doing a good job. You need to
yeah,
tell
well,
people what the one thing and what this is and what. Oh
I don't want to
Lord!
tell them what it is because then it'll spoil the movie. I mean, we know that it was, can I say this, like demons in her mind and
Mom, you
everything?
can say whatever you want. It's your show.
I mean, wow. And you get sucked in and you think that it's all real and you find out, oh, not so much. It's her, I don't know, illusions of her mind that looks like reality. It's really creepy. That's all I can say. It's awesome. And and I was told something I did not realize. There's a part in it where this guy comes and says that he can help her to get rid of this nightmarish thing that she has. And I did not recognize him, but it is Jack Nicholson's son, Ray.
That's not Jack Nicholson's son.
It's not?
No, Jack Nicholson's son is the one that plays the boyfriend that died in the car accident.
Foo, I got the wrong character then. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, you did.
Well, I'm sorry, but I Googled him and they had a picture of him smiling and his smile's just like his dad's.
Yeah, and he smiles in the movie
Right.
too, and he looks like his dad in the movie.
Well, yeah. Oh, but I thought it was the other guy. Oh, Lord. Well, anyhow, that's the way it goes. I'm goofy. But anyway, I liked it. She's gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Which costume did you like better, the red one or the blue one?
Well, no, the best costume is no costume, but she didn't do that.
Well, no, she didn't do that. I thought the red one was pretty cool. That was pretty neat, you know.
Now, name
then-
one other movie that she was in.
I have no idea.
Really?
I don't. Mm-mm. Like I
Mom,
say,
She was the
What?
lead. She was Jasmine in the live-action Aladdin with Will Smith.
I never saw that
What?
because I like the Aladdin cartoon and I wasn't about to go see it.
Well,
Sorry.
big schmucking fart, but I still saw it at the theater because that's my job that I don't make any money and nobody listens to anyways. But
And she played Jasmine? Really?
Naomi
No.
Scott was Jasmine.
She's really good, guys. She really is, and is in this movie. She's really, really good. Yeah, but I didn't know that because when they said that, nothing is going to beat the original Aladdin. No way. Mm-mm. And I'm talking.
Well, we're
the
not talking
cartoon.
about Aladdin. We're talking about Smile 2.
I know. Anyway, Naomi is very good in this movie, and I think you'll really like it if you want some really good scares. Or at least, well, I got scared. Maybe I'm getting to be a wuss. I don't know.
Well,
But
I don't know.
it's
You're
very-
the one that says you love horror movies.
I do. I really do. In fact, tonight I watched a part of Poltergeist again. Oh, that one was scary too. The original one. So anyway, I highly recommend you go see it. I don't want to tell all because the way when you start watching it, you think, oh, this is really cool. She's, getting her act together and she's doing well and da da da. And then, oh my gosh, things go from scary to scarier to what? And then you sit there and you wonder, am I seeing things or is this getting weirder? And it does. and it's really, really cool. Okay. Anyway, and I think the end of it is the most frightening thing. But I can't say that. That would spoil everything.
You can say whatever you want. I keep trying to emphasize that this is your podcast, but you do what you want or don't do what you want. I don't know. I honestly have no idea how to keep you happy. I tell you can do what you want, and then you want me to tell you what to do.
Well, okay. The
I
end.
need a drink.
The creepiest thing about the end is that she has this, I don't know, virus monster, something, whatever that's within her. And she's performing. And so all the people she looks at will have the same curse. And that's creepy to me. There you go. I said it. Okay. So now there'll be all those people out there that will be having the same creepy, I don't know what you want to call it. Psychosis? I don't know. Anyway, it's a creepy movie. Go see it, everybody. Okay?
So do you think they're going to make a third one?
Oh, they could make 400. Yes, I think they'll make
That's
a
not
third.
what I asked, but I asked if they're
No.
going to make a third one.
Yes.
Because they're clearly trying to lead into a third one. They're not trying to make 400 of them, as far as I know.
No, probably not. No. But yes, I think they will make a third one. Very definitely. And if they make it along the lines of this one, it will be really, really good too, I think. All right?
Well, you just alluded to the ending and how now there's thousands of people that are possibly infected. So don't you think that leads into a sequel?
Oh, yeah. I think
You said
does.
it yourself, Mom.
Well, I did say it. I said you can make a whole bunch of sequels. And I didn't count them all, okay? But yes. Uh-huh.
Well, theoretically, no, because if you look at it, they're going to make a third film, right? And typically, whoever gets infected with said spirit, creature, whatever you want to call it, they live 7 days. So how are they going to make more films if they do one on 7 days? I guess they'll do 400 7-day films that take place over the same time period.
Well, no, that's not going to work. Well, I don't know how that's going to go, really. They better film the darn thing fast or something. I don't know. But I think they'll make a third one, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Because this
so
one was really good. And if this one's really good, they might say, oh, I got something here,
well, of course they're going to make a third one, Mom.
Yep.
I was trying to get you to agree with me on it, and that they're leading it into a third one, but you just kind of ruined it by not
What?
understanding, I guess. I don't know.
I understand it, and I
I'm
think
giving it my all, people. I really am trying, but it gets very difficult sometimes.
yes, when you're dealing with a crazy old lady, there you go.
Well, you don't think about the things before you say them, and then you don't have a discussion, and then I just don't know what the answer is.
I don't know either.
You can't work your Skype, even though you've done this now 86 times. You still
Well-
can't work your freaking Skype.
I worked it. I just pushed a button wrong or something. Yep. Anyway, folks, do you want to know the number of cookies I give it?
Oh, God, yes, please.
Are you curious?
No, I don't care. God, just make it stop.
Oh, you don't care about my cookies? Okay, I'm not going to tell you that. Okay. 4.
See, I didn't even have to say anything, and you were going to blurt it out anyways.
Yes, I was. So there. Okay. All right.
4 out of 5.
Yes, 4 out of 5 because I have.
Blood-drenched monster cookies.
Oh, yes. Oozing with blood. That's what I say.
Jesus, I'm in hell.
Okay.
Lord, take me now.
No, I just get used to the heat. Anyway.
I already am used to the heat. It's 75 today, and I was cold.
Oh, good heavens. You are getting used to the heat. Oh, my.
I know where I'm going. I got a seat next to your throne.
Thank you. Okay. That's all
Okay.
right.
So what movie are you going to talk about next week and probably annoy the shit out of me then, too?
Of course. And I've never heard of this movie at all, which doesn't mean much because I'm very old. It's called Long Legs. Is that correct?
Yes, and it stars Nicolas Cage, and it was out in the theaters not that long ago.
Really?
Really?
Nicolas Cage. Oh boy, goody. I like him. Sorry. I will be looking forward to seeing it then. And it's a Halloween horror fest kind of movie, right?
It is a horror film, yes, but it is
Good.
not a Halloween horror fest film. It is a horror film that we are going to review for the 7th annual Harvest Horror Fest here
that-
on the Real Film Nerds podcast with Ma Hinshaw riding on our coattails.
Absolutely. Anyway. Oh, good. I'm looking forward to it, Matt.
Okay, so are you done?
Yes.
Oh, thank God. Praise the Lord. Well, thanks everyone for listening to another horrific episode of Ma Hinshaw Loses Her Cookies. Next week, we will return with her review of Long Legs. And we will see if she knows how to work Skype or her phone or whatever. I'm at the point where I might just have to send a courier pigeon to the house. I don't know. So anyways, don't forget to enter our giveaway for a copy of Twisters. Go back and listen to my podcast if you want to know how to enter. It's really complicated and bizarre and wild. No, it's not. It's easy. You just have to email Mike. But anyways, thank you again, everyone, for listening. Enjoy your blood-filled cookies. And we will chat with you next week with yet another incredible horror film and Ma Hinshaw drooling into her phone.
Absolutely. Goodbye.